The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, she is the number 3 rank in the AWL Best 4. The mistress of 1,000 hoes, Akira Merune.
Good evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is the Animated Wrestling League, Hontai, episode 475, and we are starting off tonight with a ranked wrestler in the Joshi singles division versus an unranked opponent. This could be a major shakeup in the Joshi division if the upset win is pulled.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring, accompanied by her sister, Yin, and the great and devious Instrumental Black, representing Yokai Hontai, one half of Yin and Yang, fighting out of the dark side of the human psyche, Yang!
The great and devious Ultramantis Black, someone please make him in 2K25 for the PS4. I am terrible at dealing with those kind of images. Please, 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 I'm desperate. Help me. The great and devious Ultramantis Black recently allying himself officially with Yin and Yang as an auxiliary, essentially, to the Yokai Butai, very similar to the Spectral Envoy. Ultramantis building an empire of warrior spirits here in the Animated Wrestling League. Bang the gong, the match is on, and immediately Yang has been ejected from the ring. Yang, one of the two first women ever hired by the Animated Wrestling League, brought in at the same time as Yin, the first exclusive tag team act hired by the AWL Commissioner way, way, way back in the days when we were on WWF Attitude for the PS1. 20 seconds or so into the match, 30 seconds now, Yang finally coming back to this, where we have to say the Tachiai, the initial charge, goes to the Mistress of 1,000 Holds. And you know what? The lariat over the top rope, that's a hold. I think is number 97, I think? Could be 98, not entirely sure. We know that the Mistress of 1,000 Holds has a future title shot, but against who will that title shot be? Because in our main event tonight, AWL Joshi Championship to be decided under BTW rules, 14th title defense against Athena Jane. The Intercontinental title on the line as well, Tiger on Tiger action. We've got tag team matches in the men's and in the women's divisions. All that and more to come. And yes, you did see Red Tiger competing twice. We will talk a lot more about that as we get to it. I think a big mistake by the member of the United Tiger Auxiliary, the unofficial Tigers of the Animated Wrestling League. Again, we will get to that a little bit later, but right now we're focusing on this match. Yang is in trouble. She's been in the AWL since the very beginning, but when it comes to Botchamania, that career-threatening match, that doesn't mean anything. Right now, Yang is sitting at 42 and 48, a ratio of -6. That's not a bad win-loss record, at least in her modern career. But that means she is only one loss away from falling into the danger zone, or at least being on the bubble thereof. Sakai Reina at -7, 10 and 17. That could be a dangerous situation for Yang. A win here almost guarantees she will not be part of the Botchamania career-threatening match at our season finale, AWL Hontai 480. Only 4 episodes to go after tonight. Big splash off the top by the lady fighting out of the dark side of the human psyche, but it only gets her the 2 count. As the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, who is never going to have to fight in a Botchamania match, in her entire career, I would argue, as she currently sits at a career record of 71. Hang on, 1, 2. Another kick out, Akira Merune, 71 wins and 40 losses. That puts her at a ratio of plus 31. So a 37-match swing between these two competitors. Yang, however, one of the only women in the entire league with more in-ring experience than the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, who is a Day 1 original of the Joshi division. And that actually brought Yin and Yang out of retirement to compete in our league. And again, we are looking forward to the day when we no longer have to differentiate, that we are allowed to have equal rights and equal fights here in the AWL. That day hopefully will be coming as soon as the laws are passed. I hope you are, if you're in Canada, talk to your MP about intergender wrestling. If you are in Japan, well, pray, because the politicians aren't going to listen to you. 6 minutes here, going up to the top rope. Maybe thinking full circle. No, another huge splash. The darkness falls on the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, but only for 2.5. And we've seen her use this for the better part of a year now, I would say. The sharpshooter. She still wants that singles match with Amy Wade that never happened during Amy Wade's title reign. An embarrassing sequence of losses for the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, Akira Merune, losing to a then rookie who was on an incredible undefeated streak at the time. Massive power slam. As you can see, the sigil of the great and devious one on the chest of Yang, the spirit of the dark side of the human psyche. Multiple hard shots, but the kick misses, and that is all Yang needs. That is your wily veteran status. Another splash, or maybe a full circle. She's going full circle! Halfway through the time limit, the full circle, was going to try and go for a cover. Maybe a hesitation, too much of a hesitation. 1, 2, and I think that's about a 2.63. But it doesn't matter if it's 2.9 or 1 point nothing. If you don't get to the 3 count, the spinning back fist. Another shot. Full circle, no! Went to the well one too many times, a sliding lariat by the number 3 rank in the AWL Best 4. Drop down, she wants that. She wants the victory via sharpshooter. It's not her best submission hold. She's not even Canadian. I'm not sure she's allowed to even legally do that. Collar and elbow, off the ropes. Both women clashing in the middle of the ring, both staying on their feet. Oh, an attack about the... Oh, wait a minute, Yang. Rope break, and I don't know if the referee saw the illegal actions of Yang. Again, from the dark side, she's been known to bend the rules a little bit, especially in matches where her sister isn't there to act as the stabilizing force, which she naturally is. Less than 4 minutes now in this 10-minute time limit singles non-title contest. What do we have here? Kick away by the Mistress of 1,000 Holds. She might be thinking to go back to the goozle. No, she's still double leg takedown. That means she wants the sharpshooter. This is a terrible strategy, especially that close to the ropes. The referee sees it. In the AWL, you do not have to grab the rope to force a rope break. You just have to get any part of your body under the ropes. You have to break, or through the ropes. You have to break the plane of the ropes. That is all that matters. What on earth is happening here?
3 minutes left.
Coming up here, another attempt. Very close to the ropes, however. But 1, 2. And you're starting to see desperation coming out of Yang, I would argue. She knows that she needs this win. And of course, a victory over a ranked competitor, that will affect the AWL Best 4 to whatever degree the commissioner decides. Japanese arm drag into the Fujiwara arm bar. With 2 minutes and change on the clock. 1, 2, 3. Akira Merune sending Yang, I believe, into the Boxomania danger zone. Take a look at some of that action. Yep, right there. And that's what's so dangerous about Akira Merune. Even if you can get out of the submission, a pinfall might be right behind it.
It is our winner, Akira Merune.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't say ducking and dodging. That's a pretty clear challenge laid down to the true Toronto star. We will follow that story as it develops. Up next, tag team action and a big mistake, if you ask me. Not that anybody did.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall in their same touch. Making their way to the ring from the front office, the tag team combination of Sakai, Reina, Yamada, Hashira, sponsored by the Black Tiger Dojo, Zaidan, J.
Zaidan J. They're not the ones making the massive mistake here, if you ask me. But this could be a very good opportunity for them. Taking a look at the AWL Hontai tag team ratings in the Joshi division, Zaidan J currently 2-1. That puts them at +1. Another victory or two before the end of the season, and these two women, the two office ladies of the J Foundation, could find themselves in the Forge the Four tournament, our off-season tag team tournament that will determine the first 4 championship challenges next season, a 25th season of the AWL. But they're up against a young team, an enthusiastic team, a Genki team, a hungry team, but also quite possibly a very stupid team. Get ready to hear that noise a lot tonight.
And their opponents, being accompanied by White Tiger, the tag team combination of Red Tiger and Blue Tiger. Here they are, the United Tiger Auxiliary.
And here's the problem with this match. Red Tiger is challenging Spring Tiger for the AWL Intercontinental Championship tonight. She's got a title match in less than half an hour. The idea that you would want to wrestle not only twice in one night, I mean, I can understand the opener or the pre-show and then the main event. I can sort of get that. But all but back-to-back, only one tag team match between you and your title defense, or your title challenge in this case. This is stupid. But the United Tiger Auxiliary, they are trying to prove themselves to the Unified School of the Tiger style. This is almost a recruitment video. Although I will say smart, the Blue Tiger will start us off. Bang the gong, the match is on. 15 minutes on the clock in this tag team non-title match. Neither of these two teams are ranked in the AWL Best 4. There will be no title opportunity for them this season, and a great counter, great takedown. Red Tiger needs to get out of the ring before she gets her team disqualified. And look at the, oh god, the strength of Blue Tiger. And it's only the second tag team match Red Tiger and Blue Tiger have had together. Down into the cover, 1, 2. That first match was actually against the Great White North, the tag team champions, for the tag team titles, because they answered an open challenge at the Golden War, and that turned out, not the way they wanted, but it was an impressive match. They looked good in defeat, if that is even possible in professional wrestling, and I think it is. But that does mean they are 0-1 in tag team action. It would take a run of victories over the next month to get into that Forge the Four tournament. I find it rather unlikely, but a victory tonight almost necessary for that. Your legal combatants right now are Sakai Reina, who's up on the corner right there, and Blue Tiger, who's desperately trying to get to the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship after a big victory last week. Hard hit on the outside, but she needs to get back to the tag zone. Does Red Tiger, Blue Tiger with a surge of energy. She needs to be going for that tag. Red Tiger is back in the tag zone. Are we going to try and see a tag Kogeki? We haven't seen a lot of tag team attacks. Tag Kogeki from this duo of red and blue. Oh no, trying to maneuver, can't quite do it. A much bigger, much stronger opponent, having to use the ropes for leverage. Bordering on an illegal hold there, but not something the referee is going to disqualify this quickly. Cravat hooks the leg as well into the suplex, well away from the enemy corner. 1, 2, Yamada Hashira, Yamada-kun, one half of the Yamada Kyodai, able to get her shoulder up just in time there. Blue Tiger wanting her opponent standing, I believe. I'm not entirely sure the reasoning there. I will point out Red Tiger has yet to be legal in this match. That's got to be a deliberate strategy by the United Tiger Auxiliary inverted DDT. With 12 minutes on the clock, and now the tag is made for the first time. Red Tiger, their illegal fighter, rolling heel kick, does not connect, just barely mistimed there. A little bit of a backstep, maybe saw it coming. Yamada Hashira, known for her speed in the ring, and a good compliment to the size and power of her tag team partner, Sakai Reina. Beautiful, beautiful Japanese arm drag there. Collar and elbow tie up, kick to the knee to the midsection, knee lift into the stomach. And the tag is made, and in comes the giantess of the J Foundation of the Black Tiger Associates. Sponsored, funded by the Black Tigers. Look at that jackknife powerbomb, folding her up like an accordion. This woman has a title match, probably in about 20-25 minutes. Tag is made, and as the late great Dusty Rhodes would say, gonna make your liver quiver. But in the end, front flip, Hurricane Rana drops her on her skull. A knockout, says the official. If she can do that to Spring Tiger, we will have a new Intercontinental Champion tonight. Oh, but that's going to do damage. That's going to knock the wind out of you. I don't know where she found the energy after that, plus the shot to the liver. You did seem to find this disaster. Front flip, Hurricane Rana, knockout.
Here are your winners, the United Tigers Auxiliary.
I don't want to use the M word here, but I think I will. Momentum now on the side of the United Tiger Auxiliary, but has Red Tiger blown her gas tank too soon? The United Empire versus the Black Tigers. The Black Tigers unable to buy a win since losing the World's Tag Team titles.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall, introducing first, making their way to the ring, accompanied by Public Enemy, DKP, and the Baser Fury, Henare, the tag team combination of one half of the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Dominator, Great Orton, and the Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay. They are the number 3 ranked in the AWL Best 4, the United Empire.
By the time you see this, you will know whether or not Will Ospreay has won the Owen and is on his way to All In Texas, looking to become the AEW World Champion, saving the belt from Jon Moxley. However, as of this time of recording, We do not know that information yet. We do know gold in the hands of the Great Okan and Callum Newman. And things are on the upswing for a depleted Empire. 10 years too early to beat me? Well, I don't know about that. They've been taking a lot of big losses lately.
And their opponents introducing first, making his way to the ring from the Black Tiger Dojo, Black Tiger.
But he is still one of the best wrestlers of all time in the Animated Wrestling League. And right now, he's in the same position as all the other tag teams tonight. We know the United Empire, they're number 3. They must receive a tag team championship opportunity before the end of the season, a title match against, at the moment, the Den of Serpents, Ophidian and Hibiskai. However, it's Ophidian and Hibiskai defending those titles against T49P on our next episode of AWL Strong and Free. So we don't know who the United Empire will get to face, but we know they will get that title match before the end of the season. We clear out the best 4 every season because we reset the rankings, we reset the tag team division every time we have a Forge the 4 tournament. This match will be contested under AWL rules because if you ain't got the gold, you ain't got the power here in the Animated Wrestling League.
And his partner, also fighting on the Black Tiger Dojo, he is the 2025 Onishigata Taikai Yushosa, Giant Tiger.
And non-defendable championship, a record of a tournament win, very similar to the G1 Climax Trophy or the Owen Hart Cup pink and black attack belts that the winners of those tournaments carry. That is a title that cannot be defended and will not be until next year, and we don't even know if come January of 2026, Giant Tiger will A, still be in the AWL, or B, will have the win-loss record necessary to qualify for the tournament. It seems likely, given how good he is at this, but considering the fortunes of the Black Tigers do seem to be on the skids right now, nothing is guaranteed for the Black Tiger Dojo, but they're going to take pride in whatever championship gold they still have, regardless. The only title the Black Tigers still have will be defended in our main event tonight, but under their rule set, BTW rules. We'll talk more about that when we get to it. But right now, it's about the Danchi Tag Team Division. Will Ospreay, loyal to the Empire to the last. Bang the gong, the match is on, and this is a match that could have been for the AWL, I believe was actually, for the AWL Grand Championship. This could be a main event singles match anywhere on the planet. Or hell, Will Ospreay's in the ring. It's going to be the main event no matter where you are. Again, I haven't seen Double or Nothing yet. It hasn't aired. But this is the guy that volunteered to follow Anarchy in the Arena with Hangman Adam Page. I'm genuinely looking forward to that match. No spoilers. Well, actually, by the time you see this, we'll all know who won. So, you know what? Go ahead and spoil it in the comment. I'll know by the time I see the comment. Off of the ropes. Oh, beautiful! Handspring into the kick, building up that centrifugal force, showing that he has perfect control over his body and over the contest. Does the champion tag made, tag Kogeki, and the Dominator, not as usual, milieu, but a shoulder tackle aided by Ospreay. That is not a junior heavyweight, that is not a high flyer, that is the Great Okan, all hail. But with a little assist from the aerial assassin, even the Giant can take flight. The Colossus of the Empire. Ooh! The man who's held tag team gold with frickin' everybody. With Jeff Cobb, with Cal Newman, with Henare actually at one point. Henare, of course, watching this. Henare still on the mend from a bad injury. And not cleared to compete, but he is cleared to be in the building to support the Empire. And looking for the Eliminator, he calls this. Up, down. That taped up hand giving him even greater grip strength to pull off that maneuver only, I'd say, about 2 minutes into the contest. And again, going up to the top, not what he usually does, and he sees Giant Tiger coming, and that's the meat match. Right now, the most rapt attention being paid by Red Tiger, hoping this match goes the full 15-minute time limit, I would imagine, to give her maximum time to rest, ice up, stretch, do whatever she needs to do to get ready for that title shot against Spring Tiger. Oh, beautiful tackle! And a standing star press as well, I believe Ospreay and Black Tiger Justice are your legal fighters right now. And now it's 2-on-1. Where's the dom? Oh, wait, the others can't. They cannot get physically involved. A disqualification is still a win in the win-loss records here in the Animated Wrestling League. Everybody at ringside knows that. If you take a look at this tag team win-loss record, the United Empire, undefeated this season under the Imperial rule, but undefeated 5-0 in the best four. If they don't win the tag team titles, they're going to be in the Forge to 4 tournament no matter what they do. Couple of right hands as the Black Tigers looking absolutely terrible right now. The Black Tigers, again, cannot buy the win. Unable to come out of that four-way eliminator match that went to a time limit draw last week. Unable to come out of that with anything worth paying attention to. And there's only so much failure the Queen is going to tolerate, and I think we all know that. And right now, these two are vulnerable. That a win over Will Ospreay in any situation, that is a statement, that is a landmark win in anybody's career. Even a, oh, there we go, Black Tiger feint kick. Going to be looking for that Black Tiger Buster, going to be looking to avoid the Stormbreaker. The not-so-hidden blade, up, down, all around, and burning down the house! The United Empire burn it down till the ashes fill the skies. Kick to the midsection now, maybe looking for that Stormbreaker, going up. No, reversal into the Hurricane Rana. Ospreay with the presence of mind to avoid the position for the traditional Black Tiger feint kick. The big man tagged in now. Ospreay knows how to fight people bigger than he is. This guy made that great transition in New Japan Pro Wrestling from junior to heavyweight. But this man's been a heavyweight since he was born, I believe. Big, meaty men slapping meat here in the Animated Wrestling League arena. Tag made to the former world champion. Two former AWL Grand Champions here in this match. Ospreay as well has held that most prestigious championship. 9 minutes and change remaining. Plenty of time. The Dominator looking to dominate the downward spiral. One and only one. And imagine this late into the match only getting a 1 count. That's got to be demoralizing. Oh! Great Okan. Looking to finish this. Oh no, kick in the midsection. It's caught. Never turn your back to a black tiger. Or any tiger-style wrestler for that matter. What is this going to be? He might be looking for that inescapable black... No, he's looking for something else. Tornado DDT, putting all of his body weight to take the bigger man off his feet. Tag made to a man who does not need leverage to manhandle the Great Okan. Head first, nope. Tag team wrestling about position as much as it is material. It's a game of territory. And right now, Giant Tiger does not want to be on this side of the ring. Oh, look at that! The strength of the Dominator, of the forever KOPW champion. Absolutely fantastic. Oh! That's how you become an IWGP Tag Team Champion. Recently television champion as well, the final ever KOPW champion. 4 up to now, 20 on the outside, of course. Giant Tiger trying to get back in control of this here. Oh! Clattering, flesh and bone clattering off of diamond-plated steel. But Okan, he is beyond so many things. He might be beyond pain, I don't know. And now Ospreay, who's not legal. The referee paying attention to the legal fighter. Okan trying to figure out what the hell's going on. He does so. Giant Tiger preventing a tag possibility. Okan, no one to tag right now. He's going to have to win this on his own until Ospreay can get back into the tag zone. Black Tiger drop into the cover. 1, 2. A Black Tiger drop, good for a 2.5. With 6 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. This is indeed tag team wrestling. It's something that we love here in the Animated Wrestling League. Coming up next, we still have not one but 2 Joshi Division Championship matches. The Intercontinental and Joshi Championship on the line. Doesn't have the strength for that Eliminator Slam. He's going to go for the claw hold, the Iron Claw. Call it a classic claw if you prefer. Oh, nasty clothesline. The arm did not move, so it wasn't a lariat. It was an old-fashioned clothesline. We're going to see a tag. Yes, we are. He wants Ospreay. That could be the ego of Black Tiger just as he walks right into the Satsuwaza Storm Bureka knock out. Let's take a look at some of that action. The teamwork. I hate to say the cliche, but I'll say it made the dream work tonight. The Dominator dominating through most of the match, but in the end, it was the best in the world, in my opinion, with that Stormbreaker to finish the job.
Here are your winners, the United Empire!
And that brings them up to 6-0, undefeated in tag team action this season. The Den of Serpents or T49P, big challenge on the horizon. There can be no more stalling. This is for the championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, one submission or knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Championship.
While she did not spend too much time in the ring, she took a jackknife powerbomb from Sakai Reina, a nasty punch right to the liver or the kidneys, one or the other, I'm not sure which side the organs are on, from Yamada Hashira, And even though she picked up the victory with that front flip Hurricane Rana, there is no mathematical, physical, or biological way Red Tiger is at 100% coming into this championship match. But she signed up for that. She wanted to represent in the tag team division, and with Red and Blue being the registered tag team, the Tigers don't fight under the Imperial rule. Has to be the two registered members if you wanted to count in the win-loss records. And it did. The first tag team win for Red Tiger and Blue Tiger as a duo. But she also had this opportunity courtesy of a pinfall victory last week. A victory in a non-title singles match, causing this contest to be booked for that beautiful white belt. And I do want to apologize, we actually had the wrong picture up there. Spring Tiger working on her own here as representative and manager of the Unified School of the Tiger Style. The rest of the Tigers, the Kings of Trios of 2025, not at ringside. Spring Tiger wants to see for herself exactly what these Tigers have got. Now with tag team victory, that's impressive. A good match here, that could be career-changing. One title defense down, 4 to go. Let's go to ringside for the introduction.
Introducing first the challenger, representing the United Tiger Auxiliary, Red Tiger! And her opponent, she's the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion. Tonight, making her second title defense. Coming out of and representing the Unified School of the Tiger Style, Spring Tiger! This is an officially sanctioned Intercontinental Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Hana Bobbins in charge.
First of 2 title matches tonight, in both cases a 30-minute time limit. 1 fall, 1 submission or a knockout, and the title can change. Bang the gong, the match is on, and an excellent takedown to take the touchy eye for Red Tiger. Last week, Spring Tiger, I think, may have underestimated Red Tiger. Red Tiger, an absolute prodigy given the apparent youth. It can be hard to tell in a masked wrestler just how old they are, because you can't see the face, and a lot of age tends to show in the face before it shows in the rest of the body. But I get the feeling that Red Tiger's fairly young. I don't know much about her, but I do know that she very much earned this match. Contenders' title matches can be handed out a little bit like candy sometimes, or it seems like it. There's always some logic behind it, but often that's logic that only the commissioner himself is aware of. But in this case, it was pretty obvious. You beat the champion, you face the champion, and remember the rules of the Intercontinental Championship. 5 successful title defenses, and you face the AWL Joshi champion, whomever that might be, under the stipulations of your choosing. You jump the line, you skip the best 4, go straight to the title match. Hammerlock, and that's interesting, a simple hammerlock. You don't see that in this day and age that much. Oh, wait a minute. Tiger's Extinction. Bringing in some Black Tiger style. And of course, that's what the Unified School of the Tiger Style is all about. Once upon a time, there were 2 styles, 2 schools of Tiger wrestling. The Golden School that created the original Tiger Mask dynasty, and the Black School that created the Black Tigers. Seemingly eternal rivals until Tiger Mask 2 and Fuji Takuma, the former Tiger the Dark, brought together and created the Unified School. So even though she is a classically trained Golden Tiger, there's a front flip. That was the knockout. Referee does not call for anything. Not going to call this early in the match, I don't think. But that front flip Hurricane Rana, first of all, great agility to be able to do that. Penalty kick by the champion. into, what are we seeing here? Taking a quick cover, knowing she's not going to get the win here, does actually get a 2 count, but that forces Red Tiger to expend energy, and she is not at full power going into this. Spring Tiger knows that. Spring Tiger's going to show respect, I think, for the ability of this young upstart. But that doesn't mean she's not going to take advantage of a known and obvious weakness in an opponent. Nor should she have a problem with that. Nothing understated about it. Nothing underhanded about it, I should say. And, oh, Eye of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up. I'm gonna get, I'm not monetized. I could never monetize this, but even if I could, that would probably get me demonetized. By the way, speaking of monetization, if I were to start a Patreon, would anybody give me any money to make this? If I were to come up with some bonuses or something? Oh, what do we have here? Nasty chop, up, down, oh, and a drop kick! That, my friends, is the power of wrist control! Running armbar by the champion, showing that she is well-schooled, classically trained, as we say. You're not safe on the outside. Is Spring Tiger going to try and fly? Yes, she is. Tope to Athena. DDT! I thought Red Tiger nearly caught her there, but no. Transitioned into a DDT. That may have been the plan all along. Split leg drop. She's been known to go for a pin right from that split leg drop, but of course that doesn't apply on the outside. Red Tiger, White Tiger. We know White Tiger's alternate identity is Majiku 2. Oh, wait a minute. Tiger's Destroyer! I thought that was something they only taught in the dojo. Who are these Tigers? They bear no stripes. They are untrained and unofficial. But right now, Red Tiger is schooling Spring Tiger, clearly many years more experienced in the mat wars, as we're halfway through the 20 count. Got our first time call coming up as well.
Open taker, 5 minutes touch.
And I think that slap to the back of the mask pissed Spring Tiger off. She is taking every second of this 20 count. Now remember, in the event of a count out, single count out or double count out, that's a successful title defense. Even if Red Tiger would somehow pick up the victory there. Going up to the top rope. 360 elbow, and that's a knockout. A successful title defense. And I think that was a job offer. Spin kick. Tiger's Destroyer. In the end, the 360 elbow.
It is your winner, and still Animated Wrestling Ring Intercontinental Champion, Spring Tiger.
But I'm very interested in what was said at the very end there by the champion. Main event, Black Tiger Wrestling rules, and I'm so sorry for that.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is good for one fall. One submission and knockout to decide the winner of the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Championship, and will be contested under BTW rules.
One of the newest recruits to the United Empire, BTW rules suit her just fine, winning a BTW rules match against Black Tigress last week, and that further failure causing Black Tigress to be attacked, physically attacked, by her own queen. Let's take a look at the rules for tonight. One fall to a finish. There's no disqualification, no ring outs, falls count everywhere in the arena, and in the event of a draw, the Black Tigers always win. That means, even in case of a 30-minute time limit draw, Athena Jane would not retain position in the AWL Best 4. Time limit draws in title matches are rare, but we will not throw you out of the Best 4. We'll drop you to the back of the line, but you're still in the title picture in that situation. Now, some people have asked, why are we still doing BTW rules when the Black Tigers no longer have a monopoly on all championships? Well, the AWL rulebook, there is a clause that says that champions have control over how they defend their titles as long as they are consistent with it. For example, when Jessica Kidd, Lady Smooth, was a champion, was the Joshi champion, all of her matches were contested under World of Sport rules, and because every single time she defended a belt, she did it under World of Sport rules, that was within the AWL rulebook. Now, of course, the Black Tigers pushing that to the breaking point, and what do you want to say? Why do we keep letting these people talk? Well, yeah, we have heard that Tiger's execution is not performed on wrestlers who still have their honor in their mat. Oh, no. Oh, no. Black Tiger Queen. Yeah, Lucha de Apuestas Campeonato. What? What? There's no way the commissioner is going to agree. Would he? Well, okay. Lucha de Apuestas, a match with a wager. Campeonato contra Máscara. Championship versus mask. We'll talk about that in a Black Tiger cage. We've never seen the women in a Black Tiger cage. Go.
Challenger fighting out of the Isle of Venezuela, representing the United Empire, Athena Jane. And the opponent, she's the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi champion, tonight making her 14th title defense. Fighting out of and leading the Black Tiger Dojo, Black Tiger Queen. This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League. AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Hana Bogdanuch in charge.
The red leather of the Joshi division on the line tonight, but already we know the champion is looking past and disrespecting her challenger. Bang the gong, the main event is on, the Joshi title on the line, and the Tachiai right now looking to go to Athena Jane, but the champion battles back. Neither woman has left her feet so far, neither woman taking the initial charge, and this has been a mask butt. And over the top rope down to the floor, the Tachiai going to the champion. Black Tiger cage match. We've only seen a couple of these in history. It is a steel cage match, 2 out of 3 falls. If you win in 2 straight falls, you take your opponent's mask. But because it's Campeonato contra Máscara, that's never been done in a Black Tiger cage, it might be that you just have to win the match to take the mask. I don't know. But Black Tigress is not in the AWL Best 4. Officially, she would not be eligible to compete for the championship. We would have to see what the AWL commissioner says about this. If I take a look at the records right now, in the AWL Best 4 for the Joshi singles division, Athena Jane making her defense tonight. Lady Frost currently at rank 2. We saw Akira Merune at rank 3 earlier tonight. And Amy Wade, the true Toronto star, at rank 4. That means that there will be an available slot, because Athena Jane at the end of the night is going to either be the Joshi champion or she's going to be out of the Best 4. So, but right now, oh no, the baseball bat, the international equalizer, a sport equally popular in Japan and Canada. You can hear that wood clattering across the arena floor. I'm sorry, I'm still shook. I did not expect that challenge to be made. The season finale starting to come together. We know, I believe, that the Grand Championship will be on the line as Matt Classic 2 defends against, I believe, probably King Akira, the presumptive #1 contender. We may have to confirm that over the next week or so. We know that the tag team titles will be defended 3 more times in the men's division, twice more in the women's, and we know that the Unholy Alliance of Nekomusume and Wild Thing. Hang on, cover here. This is valid. Nekomusume and Wild Thing, they've got to win the tag team titles or they're in Botsamania. And a nasty boot right to the head. That's that height advantage. There are very few women in this division who can, shall we say, woman handle the AWL Joshi champion. 13 successful title defenses so far. This the 14th match for that belt. That has blown every other record in the men's division, in the women's division, singles, tag team, doesn't matter, out of the water. The most dominant champion of all time in the history of this league. Honestly, only approaching Majiku's title reign with the light heavyweight championship, a now defunct belt. And he held that for over 600 days, made dozens of title defenses before we kept official records of such things. But in the modern era, the single most dominant champion of all time just got punched in the face by a pissed off Amazon, and it's that fight, that energy, that grit, that fighting spirit, that Kokon, that is what the AWL and the United Empire, what Will Ospreay of the United Empire saw in Athena Jane agreeing to take her on as an expansion to the slot. Fall of the gods! He thought there was a 1, 2, do we have a new champion? No, we don't! Damn it! I said the United Empire was on the rise. A victory tonight, wiping out the Black Tigers. That would be a massive feather in the cap of the Empire as a whole. Coming up to the top. And a splash from Olympus down to the depths of Tartarus. She might be looking for that Tartarusian choke slam as well. The fall of the gods didn't work. But only 5 minutes into the match, maybe it shouldn't be expected to. Simple suplex. And hitting our first time call. The wrestlers can hear that too.
5 minutes past.
Oh, the challenger in control of the champion. Stomp does not connect. And that one single miss gives the champion a chance to get back into this. BTW rules mean no men can assist and be at ringside, but in this case, that means it's one-on-one. But you know the Empire, it's a sellout at the monitor backstage. We're going to say it was the Empire, it's the Black Tiger. No, it's going to be freaking everybody. Everybody wants this woman gone. Everybody wants her to finally be pinned. She's no longer undefeated. 1 loss on her record. In tag team match when she was not pinned to lose the tag team titles of the Joshi division to the Great White North. But the champion gonna fly. Elbow drop from the top. That's not going to be it. She's going to need the Black Tiger crash to pick up the win. Yes, he thought there was a Black Tiger crash. 1, 2, 3. The Brute, as she said, has been defeated, and now we have the question, will the challenge be accepted? Will the commissioner allow it to be accepted? Black Tiger cage match at the season finale. Black Tiger Queen for the championship, and Black Tigress's mask. We wait and see.
Here is your winner, and still unbeatably, Joshi champion, Black Tiger Queen.
14 title defenses, she is nigh unstoppable. Challenges have been made, challenges will be accepted hopefully next week. We'll see you then. Korede Kimarida.